You agree with those guys? You think
All about the Lina?
Lina's a little broke right now? I mean, it looks really broke.
Nah, this hero's going to be gone in a week.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. All right, so smoke broke here, and it's going to continue to break as Shanks just leads the way, trying to grab the Crystal Maiden Ollie. He actually doesn't go for the Q. Now he goes for it. Toss back, see if they can get the first blood. They do. Very quickly turning now onto Q for a second blood, perhaps. The snowball over to Shanks is not quite enough, nor is the lumber thrown at Q. He survives through that. Knows back, probably hurting after that one. Execration will walk away. I think
it's a pretty good meta for this hero right now. As long as you're confident in like the playstyle of him and you understand some of his weaknesses, which are, you know, his inability to move around the map early or join super early ganks, this type of thing. He's a little slower. He provides a lot for you in the mid lane.
Nice pull out of position there by Shanks. 23, taking a lot of damage. He's going to duck into the trees here. See if he can kill Shanks before going down, but he will not. Ollie, he'll be able to get the kill instead, but 23 going down beforehand. No experience for that.
Paolo's super happy with that one. He gets the XP for the kill. The enemy carry doesn't. It goes to Crystal Maiden. Not necessarily the hero you're too worried about getting a little extra XP early.
Battery Assault. I know this matchup is not the most fun for Treant Protector, but the Drow joining in, they're going to be able to get this kill. So 23 just saying, I can't play that lane anymore.
Early game's going to be a little bit slower. I think in this lane, for example, there's not much nature scrap.
He's not faring any better than 23 was for this lane. I mean, both of them are pretty much the same.
Is just merciless with these tossbacks.
Not actually going to be able to get a kill or anything off of it, but it is just forcing Mikoto to blow through the snowball over and over again. Go for the rune, and it's on the other side of things. So now Bob, without that refill, maybe in a bit of trouble as Frostbite shows up. Nice rotation from Ollie, very well timed, and helps Mikoto secure the kill.
Kind of defines how they can take those early fights, especially TPing to some of these side lanes, which is exactly what we're seeing here.
Got spotted. Shanks, he's got the opening to be able to get the rebound away. Interrupted halfway through, but still, Mikoto, slowed down by his own shard, will be able to catch up. Snowball to dodge the LSA, really nicely timed by Mikoto. Shanks does what he can and actually puts Mikoto in a position where he may actually die to Palos, who just throws the right clicks down. Not quite enough, though.
Take what you can get. I mean, that's not really what Mikoto wanted out of this, right? Like, he's going to expend an early TP on this Tuskar and have to run back to mid.
It feels even worse if the enemy's mid, their rotation works out perfectly. No problem getting the kill on 23.
All his later moves just a little bit harder. Sure. And so, Execration having this kind of start must feel very good for them.
Yeah, and I think Talon are kind of recognizing the pace of the game is all wrong for them, so now bringing pretty much a three-man kill and saying, like, if they're going to smoke and rotate and try and kill the Lina, because nobody's showing mid right now, you're going to hit the Marcy first. And you may not even get that kill. We'll see whether or not he can get the rebound off. Nope, not quite. Talon are able to at least get that much, but it was not what they wanted from a three-man smoke gank that took 40 Smoke seconds. Is there, and they see Tino. They're going to go for it. Hookshot is going to lead off. Well, it's going to see Shanks. He actually immediately goes for the Crystal Maiden, tosses him into position, quickly dies to Palos, who is just standing there with the living armor and delivering fiery justice to anybody who wants to be able to fight back. Nice toss over. That's going to ensure a big kill onto Mikoto with the help of the Doom, locking it down and almost catching the Fury on his 3. All right, time to go all in. 23 is definitely going to be dying here. At least I assume he's going to be dying. Okay, they get there in time, stop the TP. On the other side of the map, they tried to all in on Tino. Couldn't do anything.
We're seeing, like, jabs. He went Witchblade. This is a common Furion build, but he was debating auras early on. So he, again, recognizes the state of this game and just trying to scale into some hybrid damage. But Execration not giving you the time.
Nice toss back there. Shanks with the dispose pulls Q into a position, and then Bob follows that up by getting on top of Ollie and tosses him onto where Q got disposed to.
Now they can start to split the map up, trying to abuse the Furion.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. Maybe it's the Furion who's going to be abused. Okay. 100-0 pretty quickly.
I feel for the Drow in this game. This is some armor supremacy.
Looks like Talon are going to be taking some sort of fight here with the Aegis. Starting off, trying to blow up the Doom. That damage was not very fast with the Arcane Rain. He managed to get the two-man toss combo. Shanks, he's in deep. They actually got a pretty decent freezing field, but Hall's immediately overgrowth, all controlled. Drow Ranger still trying to fight through. Shanks does manage to get that kill. Bob coming back in. Another 5 seconds for another combo by him. He wants to be able to chase down some of these heroes. His jabs, he's certainly caught. Bob's going to look for a little bit more. Oh, nice force sap down the cliff from 23. Does manage to get away. It dipped down a little bit more, but it's right now it's 25-75. So give me what is the 25 that's being represented here? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's them actually getting on top of Lina for once. The living armor is making it very, very slow to be able to kill him. And now the overgrowth is going to make things even worse as Bob shows up with the toss back. Avalanche over the top. Jabs continues to futilely right-click Palos, doing no damage whatsoever. His damage was actually getting outdone by the lifesteal living armor combination there. Oh, dear.
This Talon draft's going to have a hard time fighting because the damage is limited in the mid-game. Then you might fall behind, which is what happened. So I really like that he went for
Oh, nice hook shot.
That's a
push
good way
back there onto the Doom as well with the two-man silence. The snowball's going to stick on top of Lina. If they can finish him off here, it would be massive, but a little dispose, a little bit of movement, a bumper, a turn around, two-man stun. The Nature's Prophet teeping in to finish off Palos. Pops a BKB. Palos knows he's dead. He's going to turn around and do what damage he can. The rest of Execration, now without their Lina, are lost. Talon with the comeback there, all off of a beautiful initiation from Q. Backing away to their own high ground here, but Bob strikes first. They do not have a ward on the high ground to fight this, so they are just back to split push mode. So that still holds.
I don't think Execration want to take the bite. They're just going to be happy forcing the issue. Here's the jump.
All right. Punch lead off, the snowball follow up, but nice use of the shard there to get the Lina back into the low ground. Now Bob did jump in, but the Drown Ranger's damage not really doing nearly enough. With the BKB popped, Palos committing for a decent amount of time. They turn in with Bob to be able to finish off the clockwork now. 23 just playing it back and forth. Nice use of the Manta, good gust as well. And now with the Doom overstepping himself to try to follow up that initiation, gets caught. But no approach actually saves the day with the toss back as well. 23 Savage with the Hurricane Pike back to the side, but Palos is more than enough damage to put him in the dirt. Bob able to get away as well. Q tried to clean up what backline he could, but everybody is low, but nobody's actually dead from Execration. All they've lost so far is the Aegis. Aghanims may be their only hope. It's certainly your best hope when the enemy team is pushing tier 4s. You can get them close to the fountain. Punched. Hit by the multi-shot, 500 damage. Top back from Bob actually gets Ollie instead of the Drow Ranger due to the BKB pop. Immediately a Manta off of the Overgrowth, trying to put some damage onto anybody here. Multi-shot hitting all of these heroes, but they're taking absolutely nothing. GG is called. Execration. An extremely clean... I have to say, like, I feel like this game, how many mistakes did they really make? There was that one mistake going high ground.
Yeah,
but other than that, like, I feel like it was a very clean Dawnbreaker items, and we were going through what pros were building Falcon Blade on Dawnbreaker and what pros were building Shanks. Nice use of the tricks of the trade to secure courier kill, while Bob goes hunting for a kill of his own, and he's going to all-in commit for it, and it doesn't work. Oh, dear. That really wasn't that close. They're doing the same thing to Palos bottom lane for the last couple of minutes, pressuring him like crazy. Carlo, another leap, but won't be able to get out of range of the slight that comes through. Palos going to show up. He should be completing his level 6 here, but Bob is going to help him out with that with this lane. Oh, beautiful Starbreaker hits onto 2. Jabs may still fall here with the Pounce landing. It is a successful kill. Palos has his level 6. What a rotation from Bob. Very well set up. You know, they really wanted to kill the Slark before he got level 6. Mikoto. Beastly kill. Just forces down Shanks with a level 4 Sleight of Fist. Bursting down pretty quickly.
Careful, no Firefly here.
Yeah, with a Hellbear, if it gets close enough to hit a good clap, that is going to keep Bob nice and slow. Nice arrow, and he sticks on top of the fire. Just 1 second of Firefly in space, combined with an arrow, was enough to get the counter kill.
Just joint fights. There's not a huge amount of AoE, right?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
They're finally going to kick you out of here. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I was talking about. Like, you can't just let him sit up here forever.
He's got to be careful about that one. Threatening it.
Got stunned.
Gets stunned. Now the smoke screen into the lasso here. Is they're going to be able to finish up Gems pretty quickly, or maybe not. The damage wasn't there quite quick enough, and now Bob is going to die as a result, having to extend even deeper. And Mikoto here for the cleanup. They have a detection. Drops the sentry a little bit late. Both the slight and the chains ends up missing, and now he's barely outside of the sentry. Oh, he goes back into it, and the hammer conks him right in the head. Palos here. Yeah, okay, this is a late show up to a fight that they really need to collect some kills off of, with Mikoto having very little mana to work with. He's got 7 magic wand charges, but it's not enough for him to be able to jump to a remnant.
Remember, like, Q can just farm on the other side of the map and come in at the other end.
Yep, which is why it's always a pretty decent move to go where the Dawnbreaker is.
Yep.
She's probably going to be playing alone, so it's very likely a free kill. Carlo, oh, nice leap timing there. Once again, the two supports, they've got some moves. And Jabs is having a hard time being able to connect with them. Nice bounce off of the wall, though. Rear direction, keeping a small chain stun, but Ollie by himself can't put the damage in. But Makoto certainly can, especially with that Maelstrom proc. So all these rotations, trying to kick people out, but not necessarily getting kills. It does make me kind of worry about this big Radiance timing that's coming in, especially with this pickoff onto the Pango. Smoke screen is a really nice follow-up to the Batrider last. Ooh, chains into the Dawnbreaker, stun, followed up with the hammer, and Bob goes down. Makoto will show up with a slight here right at the end. Jabs rolls in, but the Age has already been picked up. They'll collect some kills, though, on their way out here as Carlo. He's going to be chain stunned. It does manage to get a leap away, but Jabs hunts him down. Should finish him off here. Really good swashbuckle there. Putting some damage out into the Execration 2 cores. They're pretty mobile. So I imagine they're going to be able to get back in time, but maybe this Age is going to be burned through. Yeah, using the Shadow Dance. That means he's got no way out of this one. The Smoke Dart comes through, smoke screen. They need to be able to get him out of here, and he does get the clearance to be able to hop down the cliff and away to safety. Still, though, Talon taking away the immediate advantage of Roshan.
Because you're blocking more damage.
Well... yeah, maybe. Okay, starting to the arrow. There's the first combo of that. The Dawnbreaker heal is going to be able to bail him out, though. The first showing of that combination goes a bit wrong for Execration. As they are immediately countered, they lose the Riki. They might lose Tino as well. Slowed down. Flame Break trying to get the little pushback there, but thanks to Phantom Lancer burning through the armor of the Visage super fast. That Gravekeeper's Cloak is no defense whatsoever against the Phantom Lancer.
Palace will go in first. Confident he cannot die.
Bob can TP in on the other side with the Boots of Travel. He's going to do just that. See if they can sandwich. First, they're going to go onto the Pango. Force Staff gets him away. Pounds, no. They finish him off pretty quickly there. Now they look and turn for more, as there it is. Bob sandwiching them, catching both the supports as a result. Tino walks away with the double kill, and they got the dart into the arrow. Oh, the smoke screen was enough to let the arrow land, and they'll follow that up. Execration, 1, 2, 3, and a fourth kill their way. Execration with a very nice smoke gank, and the pick-off potential really showing itself.
The meta is very much alive here.
Oh, BKB immediately going off Makoto, taking no chances with the dart into arrow combo.
Just skewed the vision on this map a lot.
Yeah, that's a good point. It means when they start getting pick-offs, it's just going to build and build. The lasso pull into the arrow. Yeah, exactly. No BKB chance. And Dawnbreaker ultimate putting him into a bad position. Q goes down as well, and once again it just starts with one pick off and it leads to so much worse. But this time around the Pango, or the Pango with the PL, are going to be able to play out this fight, but do they have enough damage to burn through these heroes fast enough? And Palos is sticking on to the real Phantom Lancer over and over again with these pounces. What a stop, what a drop down there on the verge. A beautiful one that allows Tino to be able to reset and keeping these heroes low. Phantom Lancer finally going to be dropping here as they let enough damage from Palos in, and with the Ember diebacking and the follow-up there from Ollie going down, this is an absolute disaster for Talon. This is just Execration cracking the whole game wide open. It's theirs for the taking. Wrap around here from Execration. They see Q. They should be able to get this cleanly as that lines up the arrow. Now a 4 versus 5. There is the buyback opportunity, though. The Dawnbreaker has buyback ultimate with the two-man chains. We'll see when they want to blow through this. Jabs! Oh, no! A whiff and stuck on the cliff again! Jabs immediately stops that one, throws out the swashbuckle. Those appear to be able to kill the Riki. Oh, maybe not. The Riki jumps away for a second there, finally does go down. But ultimately, the Phantom Lancer has been locked down, and the enemy carry of Palos is just going to clean up. That was not the initiation that they thought it was going to be. Jabs fumbling and leading his team into another unmitigated disaster. I don't know how you recover from this one now, because it's going to be second Roshan for the taking for X. It should be a massive boon for Execration the coming weeks here as they make the initiation on the Phantom Lancer once again. Palos is able to stick on top, and the Phantom Lancer soon to follow, and he does. No buyback available, and without the carry, there's no damage left in the tank for Talon. Jab's going to die on the low ground, and GG is immediately going to be called. Well done. 2-0 for Execration. A super dominant game one, and honestly, this game two, more even, a lot more even in the first like 15 minutes, but once they cracked the game open, they gave Talon absolutely no quarter whatsoever. It was just back-to-back dominating team fights.